Something that's in my garden, in the backyard, in several places. This is one of my absolute favorite butterfly bushes. It's the rainbow butterfly bush, and you're getting 2 of them for 3 payments of $6.89. This is a new item today, and we have a sale price, and you're going to see that on everything in the show. And we also have, without further ado, a darling girl, Katie Dubow, who is a fabulous mom, fabulous gardener, also writes about gardening, which we love to read. And Katie, you are now our fabulous representative for, is this the 3rd year for you for Cottage Farms or more?
Oh my goodness, I think it might be 4.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Time,
I've kind of lost the past 2 years.
Time flies. Well, welcome to your first 1-hour show of the season. We are super excited.
Thank you.
I know.
I'm so glad to be here. It feels like spring in this greenhouse.
Well, this is going to be so fun. Okay, so let's talk about butterfly bushes. You know, I think if you're creating a succulent, or not a succulent, a nectar, a garden for nectar-loving plants, and bees and butterflies, this is where you start. If you're creating a butterfly garden, I know a lot of us are trying to help the monarchs and do nice things for the butterflies. This again is where you start. But I love this one, Katie, because it doesn't get that crazy kooky, oversized, like, you know, half of the branches are laying on the ground type of a thing.
Oh my gosh, you just hit on so many great things about this. First is, I want to hit on the fact that this is where you start. Because if you're just starting out designing a pollinator garden or a brand new garden space, this is what we call one of the backbones of your garden. So it's a larger shrub. So, but Carolyn's right, it is not going to be like one of those butterfly bushes maybe your grandmother had in her garden, which were typically just purple, and they would get what we call very leggy, tall, 10, 12 feet. And like, how do you prune that? I don't know. Well, this is the next generation of butterfly bushes. So it will always stay in that beautiful shape that Carolyn was just kind of hiding behind. See how big and bushy it gets? It will always stay in that shape.
It starts out big. Here's what you're getting. I just want everybody to see what's coming out of the box, and you're getting 2 of those. So now, Katie, they're all multicolored, so I don't have to worry about I'm going to get orange ones on one plant and purple ones on another plant. They come out looking multiple colors like this, don't they?
Yes, and that is why, I mean, you know, you said it. So I've got now they're 5 and 7, if you can believe it, little girls. And so we love what we call magical plants in the garden. So this is what I call my color changing butterfly bush. This is going to be one of those that you will not find at retail, if you even know what you're looking for, this more compact shape. So they start out a yellowy hue. And then as they mature, each flower will make this transformation. It will turn to a peachy color and then finally a purple. So that's why we call it this rainbow butterfly bush, because each flower, without any additional care from you, will have all of these beautiful colors.
So let's tell everybody where and how to plant these for the best success. So these like sun, correct? Or at least part sun?
Yeah, one of my favorite tips is that if you know it's a pollinator plant, like our butterfly bushes, our hummingbird mints, pollinators love the sun. So that's always going to be a full sun, maybe need like 6 hours of sun a day.
Okay, and then how far apart do I plant them if I'm going to put them in the ground, and how big of a hole do I dig, all of that?
So that's the beauty of getting a plant this size. You are going to have to dig a hole that fits in Carolyn's palm. You don't want to have to be digging a hole this size, do you? So, but do think about their maturity. So the plants I have in front of me would be year 3.
Okay.
So, but you want to plan for that. So plant them at least 3 feet apart, because they will grow and fill that space. Fill it with sun patience in the meantime.
Excellent. And so I know you have an excellent pre-measured set of fertilizer that I would like everybody to know about as well. It's customer top rated, our Cottage Farms Bud and Flower Booster. You get the little packets, you drop them into like an old gallon carton that your milk was in, shake it up, and you water these with that fertilizer, which they will absolutely love. So keep that in mind as you're shopping. That will work on almost all of your plants, although we have a specific one for roses, which you're going to see later in the show with our mini roses. But Katie, these are so beautiful, and we have over 1,000 ordered. There's a lot of people buying more than one set. I think if you want to do like if you love flowering shrubs, this is definitely one that is a must-have. If you're creating
Absolutely.
a pollinator garden or a butterfly garden, this is, as I said, this is where you start. And you're going to get a multiple array of colors of blooms, these long, beautiful conical shaped blooms. And when it's July, and you're going to get flowers this first season. It doesn't have to get this big to get flowers, but you will see butterflies just love these. I think it's their favorite thing because there's usually at least 2, if not more, butterflies on each of these stems of flowers.
We call them butterfly candy. I should mention, Carolyn, I know a lot of our friends on social media have been asking for planting zones, so it's really important with this one. A lot of our Cottage Farm plants will work in all parts of the country, but the butterfly bush is a little bit more warm loving. So if you live in what we call zone 7, which is us here in Pennsylvania, I have mine in the ground. But if you live a little bit norther than that and you have them in a container, I just urge you to bring them into your garage to protect them during the winter.
And that's okay. They'll go a little bit dormant, just trim them back a little bit. And they'll be fine in the garage. If your garage has a window, put them by the window. But yeah, mine are in the ground. And, you know, they basically look like sticks right now. But as soon as it warms up, you see green leaves, and then pretty soon you're going to see more flowers, and they get bigger every year, but never to the point where they're too big. They're going to get to a specific size, which in this case, Katie, tell us again, they're going to get to be about
4 to 5 feet.
4 to 5 feet. And they do create a beautiful privacy hedge too if you love to plant these along your fence. And you love a flowering shrub, these are going to work really, really well. I have a peony garden in my backyard where I have peonies, like 3 peonies, butterfly bush, 3 peonies, butterfly bush, and that surrounds my little secret garden in the backyard. And there's always a ton of butterflies out there. It's so fun.
And I love that idea because what Carolyn has is the peonies that will bloom here in our area in June, but then the butterfly bushes start right when those peonies finish, and they'll bloom all the way through till a couple frosts. So that's the beautiful thing about these is they will be constant color all summer, and then constant butterflies. And Carolyn, they have a fragrance. And so the butterfly bush itself has like a vanilla-y scent, very, very subtle, but it attracts the butterflies and you too.
And you don't have to deadhead these or anything, honestly.
Nope.
So easy. So you get 2 for this price. We have over 2,000 ordered. A lot of people on the lines. This is very, very popular. And your price today is a sale price. Don't forget, 3 payments of $689 for that set of 2 for the multicolor butterfly bush. Love it.